Yo.
There we go. You know, I was actually thinking about something that I want to talk about. It's about my hopes and dreams, kinda. The movies that inspired me, like when I got into filmmaking, you know, there are things like Star Wars and, you know, video games and Indiana Jones and Independence Day and all that good stuff. I was like, you know, I'll work hard as a filmmaker and someday maybe I'll get to make the next Star Wars. Maybe I'll get to make the next Indiana Jones. Lifeline came out last week and we were wrapping it up a few weeks ago. And as I was working on it, I realized that this love of franchise films, this dream of making, you know, another Star Wars or making a video game movie, it's not gonna happen. And it's not that no one's ever gonna let me make a franchise movie. It's because there's so much money riding on the line with franchise films now that they're never going to let anyone have a creative voice in them anymore. Franchise films are a big business because it's something that you can bank on over and over, or that's what producers think. And so they're not going to let anyone mess with the formula. But the thing is, franchise films, those franchises like Star Wars that became popular, they became popular because they were trying something new. They were trying something inventive. When they hit mass audiences, people were floored by them and everybody went and saw them. You know, it takes something special to get millions of people to go watch it. But once millions of people are watching it, no one's gonna mess with that formula. If I went to go make a Star Wars movie now, they would never let me do that kind of experimentation. They would never let me try to be as original as those first Star Wars movies. I mean, look at them now. Look at what J.J. Abrams did with that Star Wars The Force Awakens. They didn't let him try anything special. It was the same formula rehashed again with some new visuals. It's kind of disappointing. And you know, I was kind of thinking the same thing with video game movies. Like, I feel like Sam and I are the first ones who could make a good video game movie. We tried with Rush, and in the process we learned to make a video game movie requires the video game company to give you utmost trust with their concept, to be original with it, to try something new and fresh and grab people's attention. And once again, that's an established multi-million-dollar franchise. They are not gonna let you try anything special. Everything that must get approved, everything needs to go through the mill. All those sharp edges that might hurt somebody and offend them, they're gonna get sanded down. But those sharp edges are what get people to talk about the stuff in the first place. So it's a little depressing. But at the same time, it's a good reason to try doing original things. And in fact, if you look at the YouTube channel this year, that's what we've been doing.
Mini 20.
You know what? With all the projects that come in and out of this studio, things do get a little bit messy with junk and clutter being left around the studio in places where it shouldn't be. So today, we're clean. It needs to happen every few months, and today's the day. We get about a week of cleanliness, and it's kind of it. But you know, there are more important things in the world.
You can always tell where someone's been because everyone leaves little dropping piles. It's like, oh, there's a STD sniper rifle on that thing. Sam must have been there. Speaking of piles, give me that. You have a pile to deal with.
Where's Sam and Niko?
You're asking us?
Oh, Niko's still cleaning. Niko's still going.
Yeah, I'm still going.
Okay.
Don't throw away knowledge.
Yeah, if you're gonna throw away a book, just give it to me, because I have a library at my house. I don't know. No, I have a library, like with real books at my house.
Like internet?
Yeah, it's like internet without the need for a connection.
What?
That's dope.
I have two encyclopedias.
All the world's knowledge.
They're both from
And a
one's from
volume of books.
1987 and the other one's from 1986.
Things you wouldn't find in that encyclopedia. Internet, all sorts of things didn't come out by then. No Jurassic Park.
I'm glad I was dead back then.
Yeah, me too. I was, actually no, I was just becoming alive around that year, so.
Yeah.
So, but I'm glad you were dead then.
Yeah.
Dude, I was dead in the year 1950.
Me too, man. What's that?
This is something you should give to Sam and Niko and Jake to open up in a second.
No.
Oh.
It's an award.
All right, ready? Ready? And yeah, get it, Sam. These are for our Patreon, September 2017. We got I Stay Frosty with an I. We got Samuel Yates, Richard Linder, Robin the Dinosaur, and Sean Witt. Toby Comtoy, So Hawkeye, aka Stalaka's Hero, James Bailey, Brian Antojic, and Richie Blackburn. Yeah, thank you guys very much. If you're interested in supporting these videos, help us out on Patreon.
What was the last movie that came out that actually got you super excited and you were rewarded for that excitement?
Mad Max Fury Road. And Mad Max Fury Road does not have a story or structure that is anywhere the same to any other film that came out within years of that movie. It was a new movie. You look at films now, you look at why people aren't excited about movies, it's all the same thing. So in my opinion, these days, the two best directors in Hollywood, they work together, are Phil Lord and Chris Miller. They did the Lego Movie, 22 Jump Street, Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. Really funny guys. Really good storytellers, and they were making the Han Solo and Lando movie. And Donald Glover played Lando Calrissian. I don't know who was playing Han Solo, some other guy. Those two genius directors with Don Glover as Lando, what a combination. Of course, too unpredictable. Too much creative energy in one space. Too many rogue artists doing their own thing. The producers shut it down. They fired the directors because of creative differences. In other words, they wanted to do something special. Producer wanted to go buy the books and make some money. Star Wars, known for taking risks. Weird risks sometimes, aka the prequels, but risks nonetheless. It's no longer a risky franchise. No longer original. Don't go to the theaters expecting to see something new when you go see Star Wars.
How many directors did the second?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who the director of Star Wars is, because the people directing Star Wars are the producers. They are going by the books, by the numbers to make the movie that they know will sell. They are focus testing the heck out of it, re-editing it as necessary, reshooting scenes as necessary, aka Rogue One, to make a movie that will sell. There's no message, there's nothing unique, there's no new storytelling, there's no risks. And if I were to make a Star Wars movie, those are the things I'd want to do. I'd want to do new visuals no one has ever seen before. I want to do new stories no one has ever seen before. New aliens, new planets. I want to go crazy with it. But no, it's changed my filmmaking. If you look at the Corridor channel, we do a lot of videos that are based on other IPs. Things like interesting experiments, weird twists on them, things that we would like. And we can get away with it because we usually don't get permission to do it because they're basically in the fan film genre. And we kind of fought back every other. One video based on an IP that already exists, like a video game, and then one video that's completely original. This year's been different. If we're going to be successful filmmakers, if we're going to make the movies we want to make, it's not going to be based on someone else's franchise. No company's going to give us the keys to their kingdom. That's why I think Hollywood's dying. That's why people aren't excited about going to see movies anymore, because it's all the same story over and over again.
Here you are.
Gentlemen, have your EDCs on you? This is a box from the New York Drone Film Festival. Speaking of which, we need to make another film or drone video this year so we can win for a fourth year in a row, right?
That's not from New York.
Oh, it's not?
No, that's from Australia and New Zealand.
Drone Film Festival
AZN,
ANC. Oh, wait, is this the New Zealand Drone Film Festival?
Australia and New Zealand.
We got a Lexar card reader. What?
Damn.
Wait, that's not a card reader.
That's no
That's a
card.
lightning cable.
Whoa.
We got a 64 gigabyte jump drive. We got a micro SD card. We got a 32 gigabyte card also right here.
Dude, so much memory.
Carmichael, get your dirty hands off my memory. They're modular, so you can stack them together.
It will really come in handy. Out of all the things we use, somebody sending us a box full of micro SDs and a reader is like the most useful thing.
Do you think we'll use these as much as the drones we won in previous years?
We use these more.
We did throw money at it.
By the way,
It failed.
that was your guys' fault. I did not take any of those cards, by the way.
Says the man who sells a GoPro on his desk at home.
Yeah.
No, it's in my pocket right now.
What?
And the memory card inside here is no one's. It's a no man's card. It's a no man's card.
How could you do Wow, I'm just gonna go leave. Yeah. We're gonna be live streaming an archery video. We're going to put an iPhone on the target and we're going to shoot at the iPhone. Well, not directly at it, we're gonna shoot around it. We are going to live stream from the perspective of the phone on the target. It's William Tell for the 21st century, because we're still using an Apple. It's going to be really intense. I'm not quite sure when we're going to do it. It's either gonna go on our Facebook page or our Instagram. So you're gonna have to follow both. We haven't decided yet. So you can either follow us on Facebook, facebook.com/corridordigital, or you can follow us on Instagram @corridordigital. We'll announce it. So just pay attention. It's gonna be really intense. It's Nick's iPhone.